Hello, friends. I'm Leah Fireheart. This is the Fire Kitchen. It's Sunday morning. It's Christmas Eve. I have to bake this cake. Well, I don't have to.
Cupcake.
I mean, hi, Alice. I don't have to, but like, if we want dessert for Christmas, Christmas Eve, etc., then I decided I would bake something. And I'm gonna bake this because I asked Grog, I gave Grog a choice of a couple of things, and this is what he chose. So we're making. Usually it's a blood orange olive oil cake, but I couldn't find the blood oranges, so it's just gonna be an orange olive oil cake, and that's fine. But yeah, nobody I know is streaming right now. I feel like usually Sunday mornings are kind of like busy. There's people live. Our friend Rach Jazzy's live. Our friend Chimbity Bim Bim is live. Nobody's live today. So it is what it is. I forgot to turn the light thing off again. Well, luckily you guys can kind of see it. It's like in the corner back there. Hi, Alice. All right, let me say hello to people before everything, because this is already getting way out of control. Right. So Brigitte, hello. Hi. How are you? Good to see you. Presumably also there may also be a person with you. Hello to the person. Pies, thank you so much for the Christmas wishes. Hi, it's lovely to see you. Xanto Shark, Small Bear Bean, Merry Turkey Consumption Day. We're actually having ham, but yes, Merry Turkey Day. Lassie, Merry Christmas. Jane, Merry Christmas and Happy Sunday. Yes. Grog says I would infinitely prefer if she did bake the cake. What do you mean? Oh, yeah. No, I mean, buying desserts is a thing that other people do. Like, other people will occasionally purchase something that someone else has produced. Apparently that's not me. So, yeah, hi. Okay, Alice is going back to the mines. Alice, I'm sorry you have to work. But hopefully this is the last day for a little bit at least. But yes, good luck. Good luck in the mines. I hope nothing falls on you. That being a thing that apparently I guess in Leah's brain is a thing that can happen in a mine. Ham is superior. I have to think about that. I think I agree with you, generally. I think it's just because I don't eat it as often. Like, turkey being such a Thanksgiving thing here in the United States, like, it's just a thing. And I feel like it's a thing that is mostly not done terribly well. And so a lot of the time it's like dry and not great. And, I don't know, whatever. I do personally prefer ham. I prefer leftover ham. I prefer ham sandwiches to turkey sandwiches. I used to make this really good breakfast casserole that we might do that again. Are there still hash browns in the freezer? We might do that again with leftover ham. Oh, but maybe not, because I'm doing a weird thing to the ham. I don't know. Anyway, Jane has beef on Christmas. Lassie says they make a good turkey, but ham is still better. I also make a good turkey, especially since last year I brined it, and that was really good. Like I haven't really had the problem of a dry turkey in a long time, but like I still feel like, I don't know, I just prefer it. I prefer ham. Beef would also be okay, but I just don't. Beef is one of those things that I want once. So like I'm not going to make an entire prime rib and then have leftover whatever, like hunks of meat for days. That's just not appealing for me. It's perfectly acceptable for other people. And like if I were going over to someone's house and they were serving beef, I would be thrilled. I would be like, yum, slices of beef for Christmas sounds amazing, but I don't want that much leftover beef in my house. And Jane's petty potatoes. Jane, what makes them petty? I have to know. Because I am fully on board with pettiness as a concept. I love this. I wish I were pettier myself. I wish I were creatively petty. Because because petty potatoes, there's no way that's not creative. Right. So here's what we're doing. Like I said, we're gonna make an orange. It's a blood orange olive oil cake, but today it's just an orange olive oil cake. Um, and depending on how far we get with that, I do have I have Scotch eggs to make. The pork is still way, 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 way frozen. Ordinarily I make sausage rolls for Christmas Eve. It's a little bit of a family tradition, although it's not family tradition specifically. It's more like my next door neighbor growing up used to make these little bite-sized sliced sausage rolls that were amazing and made a large impression on me as a child. And so as an adult, I sort of adopted the sausage roll thing as mine. But I wanted to make Grog actually asked for Scotch eggs for his birthday, but as you'll recall, we left the next day to go to New Orleans. And so Grog did not get his birthday Scotch eggs because it makes like 8 of them, and that's just too many eggs for 2 people for like essentially one meal. So I might cut this recipe in half. I might cut this recipe in half, actually. Maybe I don't. Well, I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. We'll work that out in a minute. But yeah. So I didn't make Scotch eggs for Grog's birthday, and so I agreed that I would make them for Christmas instead. And so that's what we're gonna do. Also, before I delve into the petty potatoes, which I love, I think I'm probably gonna stream tomorrow. It is Christmas. I'm not like we do celebrate, obviously. I'm saying Merry Christmas Eve to everybody. But I have an outstanding set the menu redemption. And I think I might. In fact, I have a few, but because we are making a ham, I thought tomorrow I would just go ahead and make it a gingerbread ham. Because Dr. Andy 23 has requested gingerbread ham. I didn't know what that was. He didn't know what that was. So we're going to make a stab at that tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure exactly yet when I might go live. I think it might be late morning to early afternoon. It takes a few hours. And so I definitely want it to be ready by dinner time. But I don't really want to make it like a dinner stream. I kind of just want to go live for a couple of hours in the middle of the day and then peace out and chill for the rest of the holiday. So I think I'm thinking right now maybe around 11, but it's going to depend on how the morning goes. So look for that go live notification about 11 tomorrow. Grog says Tom's own recipe for potatoes. I don't know what that means. So Jane says my mother-in-law made au gratin potatoes from a box, which is 100% fine. But she lied and said she did it from scratch. And my father-in-law was like, yeah, I watched her slice the potatoes, but the boxes were in the trash. So now I make au gratin potatoes from scratch. Petty potatoes. Jane, I love that. Like why even, I mean, I don't know. God, cultural expectations are a bitch, aren't they? Anyway. But yes, you make those petty potatoes. I'm on board. Shark Super Liz. Hi. Dr. Andy says it's okay. Nobody knows what that is. You get to invent it. Okay, Dr. Andy says Coffee and Strife has been wrapping up average 12:30 p.m. our time. Can't quite predict in advance. Oh, okay. Right. You are streaming tomorrow. Right. Okay, so, well, yeah. So maybe what we'll do is we'll aim for, around then, like around maybe, I don't know, maybe noon. Noon seems reasonable, right? Maybe that's what we'll aim for. But like I said, it's gonna entirely depend on where we end up. Yeah, 11 would be too early if you guys are streaming because you'll miss all of it, and that would suck. It's your stream, and it's not like a regularly scheduled stream day, so I don't want to anyway. Right. planning out loud. Sorry. Hi. Jane says it's such a weird thing to lie about. Boxed au gratin potatoes are delicious. She makes other things from the box and doesn't lie about it. She makes weird choices sometimes. Yeah. I get it. I don't think I would lie about something like that. I just don't get it. I don't understand why you would, but like I also understand that like I said, cultural expectations are a bitch. Maybe she had someone give her shit for boxed au gratin potatoes one time, and that's why she lied. But honestly, like, Jane says, but yeah, I did it once, and now I'm required to do it every year. I mean, so au gratin potatoes are honestly legitimately amazing. I had a recipe that Grog and I discovered shortly before he discovered his lactose intolerance, and they're one of the few things I try not to think about. Because they were, honest to God, I feel like they used an entire quart of cream or some stupid thing, but they were so fucking good. They're so good. They were so good. But yeah, so yeah, I try not to think about those amazing potatoes because I can't really make them. There's not really a good vegan substitute for cream in that kind of a recipe. It's just not it's not gonna be the same. It's just not gonna be the same. And I'd rather just like roast the potatoes or do something different with them that's gonna do justice to the potatoes rather than like trying to make some kind of secondhand substitute. I don't know why I'm suddenly so thirsty. Good gracious. Right. So we're just gonna hang. Oh, right. The other thing that happened, you guys. Hold on a second. Wait, hold on a second. Where did I do with my phone? It was just here. Here it is. It's under the Scotch eggs recipe. Oh, Dr. Andy says, thank you for reminding me to order heavy cream. You are welcome. Okay, so right, so I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah, I don't know, but if one of my moderators is available to clip what comes next, that would be incredibly helpful because I got a throne gift from our lovely friend Seabells, our friend Katie, the last week, and it already came so fast. Throne's amazing. Amazon is doing a hero's work, honestly, getting things to people before Christmas. I honestly don't know how they're doing it. Poor Amazon drivers, right? But I did get my Throne gift from Katie. Don't worry, this has no address information on it. I started to open it and then I went, oh, wait, no, I can't do that. I have to do it on stream. So this is what Katie got me. I didn't realize it was going to be so big. I'm so excited. So I don't know if we'll have time to do this today, but we will do this at some point. Look, you guys, it's more Legos. It's a dinosaur. Rower. And look, it's got there, you can do it 3 different ways. You can do a Tyrannosaurus, or you can do a Triceratops, or you can do a pterodactyl. I don't know which one we should do. So we should at some point do this. Like I said, I don't know if we're gonna have time to do it today, but we might have time to do it today. Because I might, depending on how I'm feeling, I might throw the cake in the oven and then let it bake, which takes a while. And then we would have time to do Legos. Also, I think Grog might have another mocktail. So if there's a Grog with Grog, we might do that. Hi, Mom. Happy Christmas Eve. Hi. Dr. Andy says it's too small to be a deli slicer. Dr. Andy, the deli slicer got talked about so many times that I started to get scared that someone might actually send me a deli slicer. And so I took it off my Throne wish list. It was just entirely too terrifying. The concept that someone might actually spend the whatever it was, like $150, just not completely out of the realm of possibility in my life, and send me a deli slicer was terrifying. So I finally was just like, this was extremely funny for a while, but now I'm terrified that someone might actually send it. So I took it off. JRK is stealing food before Christmas. JRK, there's nothing to steal. Joke's on you, unless you want an orange. Do you want an orange? I'm not going to throw an orange at the camera. That might actually hurt the camera. God. Dr. Andy says, I didn't realize it was so big. It would be so big. I'm excited. Leah fire phrasing. Oh, God. Gareki says, yeah, I totally would have, just for the look on your face. You were one of the prime suspects that I hoped never found out about the deli slicer joke, because just for spite, delicious, ironic spite might send me a deli slicer. Dr. Andy says, look, I have a portable EKG machine on mine, and I'm going to be sleeping on your couch if someone sends it to us. I haven't visited your throne in a while. I don't think you actively like post it to your chat, and so I don't think to check it unless I don't know. Like every once in a while, I remember about it and I go look, but I haven't looked at it in a while. Most of the time, it just has things like gummy worms on it, which makes me laugh. Grog says save the oranges for the mulled cider. What, not for throwing at the camera? Is that not what oranges are for? JRK, I'm not throwing an orange at you. Not only is the camera over there, you guys, I have started another collection, an inadvertent collection. Let me show you what I found. So I have these glasses. And I found these, and I couldn't resist them because they were so cheap. Wait, maybe we'll put them here. I found them at one of the Pyrex fests, and they're so cool. They're like textured. Can you even see? They're like textured. And like irregular. I think they're Morgantown. I'd have to look them up. But anyway, I thought they were so cool, and they were so inexpensive that I was just like, I have to get these. And then a friend of mine who also resells, had these in a picture at an event that she went to. This is not the same company. These are Anchor Hawking. And so, but they're similar, right? Like they're these like textured glasses. And then I went to a thrift store over the week, like last week. Last week I went to a thrift store and I found this one, which is the same company, but not, no, this one might be Libby because it's got the safety rim. Anyway, whatever. So I've started this orange, yellow, amber situation, inadvertent collection of glassware, and it's behind the camera. and so if I threw an orange, the prospects of damaging my inadvertent collection would be quite high, and so I don't want to throw oranges. It's the same as throwing carrots. Throwing carrots is different. So let me put my dinosaur away temporarily. Let's put the dinosaur back here. We may have time to play with the dinosaur later. Oh, okay. Lassie says today's breakfast gingerbread surprise beignets with spiced mocha hot chocolate. Lassie. Okay, number one, can I have both of those recipes? Like both of them. And two, can I have like a permanent standing invitation to come eat at your house? Because you always make the best food, and I want it. Lunch, dinner food for the next day is ham wrapped in puff pastry with mac and cheese and mashed potatoes and cornbread dressing. And for dessert, cranberry Christmas cake. This sounds amazing. Jane adores me. Jane, why do you adore me? What did I do? Because I'm talking about throwing oranges, or because I made an inadvertent collection of amber glassware? I talk to this it's there often. I can add a deli slicer to ours, so we can just forward it to you. No. No. Oh my God. You are all such gremlins. Throw carrots, not oranges. Yes, exactly. I once did throw a carrot at JRK. That did happen. I threw a carrot at the camera. Jane says they don't remember the context of that particular adoration, but there are plenty of reasons. I just happen to think you're pretty darn great. Well, I think you're pretty darn great too. So there. And Lassie says I'm welcome to come over anytime. That's amazing. I don't know where you live, so that would be hard. But I, at some point now that it's like the plague times are past. It seems like mostly the plague times are past. I really would maybe that would make a good New Year's resolution. I'd like to meet more people, more of my friends. I love the fact that I have Corey and Xantos and Belle within easy driving distance. I've met Dr. Andy and Super Liz on a couple of occasions, and that's been lovely. But like there's others of you that live relatively close by that like, I mean, and close is like relative, right? I'm from California. Like a 4-hour drive is something you can do like up and back in a day, right? So I have a different like vision of close than a lot of people. But yeah. Oh, and Trombone Dalek. I met Trombone Dalek. Who else have I met? You think about this. I don't remember. Anyway, um this is a challenge now, isn't it? Yes. You got to come over and visit an open house and meet space. Yeah, I do, and meet Kirby. I can meet Kirby the cat in person. Yeah, for a while I was conceptualizing doing some more farther events, but one of the things that I was specifically struggling with over the course of the last month was sort of the disposition of my my vintage resale business. And I'm not going to go into too much detail about that, but this past year has not been like, it hasn't been easy or simple. Let me put it that way. It has like, honestly, like sales haven't been bad. It hasn't been easy or simple, in a way that I would prefer life to be easy and simple. And so one of the things that I was struggling with over the course of the last month was what to do about that. And I think I've arrived at a conclusion, and the conclusion is basically fewer events. Is altered expectations, and a little bit of scaling back, just because the level of stress that it was causing in my life was making it not worth it. So I thankfully have a very patient husband and very patient other people in my life who were willing to let me like crawl through that decision-making process at my own speed, and arrive at something that I think I can live with. So we'll see how we do into the next year. Doc says you're not alone in a lot of those feelings. Yeah. I mean, and the thing is that like, it's like that for every small business owner, right? And small business, by the way, is not like just your little one-person people shops. It's like, I mean, honestly, I think technically it's like fewer than 1,000 employees or something is a small business, and like, but like for these little micro businesses, for people that are one people or 2 employees or 5 employees or 10 employees, like, I mean, even Southern Elegance, the candle company that I was working with for a while, has been talking about potentially shutting down. And the thing that's hard about it is that like, of course it's going to be difficult. Of course, owning a business and running a business as an entrepreneur, as a small business owner, is going to be difficult. It just shouldn't be so difficult, and it isn't so much about and it isn't about regulations. It isn't about, taxes or insurance, or, I mean, and those things are a headache. It's just like, and I think, did I mention, I'm not sure if I talked about it, maybe, I don't know, do I really want to go into this? Yeah, sure, why don't I go into this? This is just going to be a brief tangent. One of the things that happened, this is like such a weird thing to send me into a tailspin, but one of the weird things that happened was that some Christmas themed glasses, so literally glasses like this size glass, old-fashioned size glass with Christmas trees on them that looked a lot like the Lenox Christmas trees, or like any number of other vintage Christmas tree glasses, right? And they were deliberately styled to look vintage. They had a gold rim and, whatever. Target was selling these things for $3 a piece. $3 a piece, okay? And do you have any idea, over the course of a year, how many sets of vintage Christmas glasses I run into? Half of them brand new, in their box, like as a complete set of vintage Christmas tree glasses. Brigitte was probably right when she guessed 20. That's probably about right. And like, that's one person in one market in the United States that runs into 20 of these sets per year. Target is selling these things for so cheap. They're not worth anything. They're gonna get what happened to these other glasses over the course of the last 50 years. They're gonna get stashed away in someone's attic. At best, they might get brought out once a year. And then they're going to end up, at best, in theory, in a thrift store in 20 years or 30 years, whatever. It's just the whole concept of how many resources are going into, like, producing that, designing that, shipping that all over the country, buying it just for it to get stored away for a year when there's already so many of these things available is just, I don't know why it made me so angry. But it was like one little small thing that I was just like, we're doomed. Everyone in the world is doomed. And it was like the icing on the cake, right? It was just like it was like one of the last things where I was just like, I can't even with us. How do we even function in the world? Anyway, so, obviously my Christmas glasses, when I sell Christmas glasses, are going to be, in the $6 to $10 piece range, because when I buy them from a thrift store, they cost me $2 a piece. So the thing is, like, I cannot compete with Target. I can't ship them for free. And like, so from a business perspective, it's also a complete disaster, right? Like, from my business's perspective, it's a complete disaster. Target is using those as a loss leader so that they get you into the store and you buy a $300 television. But I don't have that luxury, And so it was just like, why am I even bothering? Why am I even trying? Why is this even a thing? Why do I even do this? And it took me a while to figure out, to remember and think about why I do this. And so, yeah. So I'm feeling a little better having come to some kind of peace with that. Thank you, Lassie. So Dr. Eddie says this is partially about insurance, though. One minivan, $2,400 a year. Basic liability, property umbrella, $3,000 a year. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, it is. It's true. And the thing about that is, and I have the same, and I don't have the problem about insurance, right? Because the people that run the markets that I vend at, they carry insurance. And so typically I'm not that worried. I just have a very minimal policy, business insurance policy that just covers up to, I don't know, whatever, somebody slipping on my carpet. And it's not expensive. It's very, very small. But the other things that happen is that like my storage unit, for example, right? I was having this entire I'm not going to go into a rant about my storage unit, but my storage unit in July tried to raise my prices. And I just, it's very, very hard to be a very, very small business when very, very big businesses hold the power to completely wreck you with a very small monthly increase that results in $1,000 more in storage fees over the course of a year. And for them, they own storage spaces, nationally, thousands and thousands and thousands of them. I looked up this company. Apparently the people that own it's a family-owned company that it owns, that's in like the top 20 wealthiest people in the entire country. And it's just like, okay, like, so for me, like $100 storage unit increase over the course of a month, like every 6 months, adds up to $2,000 a year. That changes my math significantly. So like, but for them, that gets them what? It's just like, it's really astonishing. Vix, hi, Vix. Hello, hi. Vix is like, come in here. Leah's wearing glasses and talking about insurance. No, Leah's baking a cake. No, Leah was ranting about Target. How do I get off on these things? Anyway, whatever. Dr. Andy says there's no margin at all on TV panels. Like, you buy them as a contractor right from Samsung for $600, and the retail price to sell to the client is $600. Big dealers like Best Buy get end-year rebates for selling 1 million units. Small contractors have to pay the bills from accessories and labor. Yes. Yeah. And your perspective on this is I'm just using the example of like Target using glasses as a way to get people in the door. But maybe they're also using TVs as a way to get people in the door. I don't know. Apparently Target has their own problems, but Target's problems are not my problems. This sounds fun. Sorry, Ash. You guys, I'm sorry. This is like Christmas Eve. It's supposed to be festive, not ranting about insurance, but whatever. So Doc says for storage farmers has been a huge market for private equity buyouts over the last 2 years. Same owners will buy all of them in the city and increase all the costs together, so there's nowhere else to go. Lovely. Family-owned business, but the family is the Rothschild Hilton money bags. Precisely. Ash says I could rant about insurance. I had to settle mine for the new year. Yeah. We're not even talking about health insurance, which is a whole other kettle of fish. If I weren't married to someone who has a stable job with health insurance, I could not do what I do. I would have to go do something else because there's just no way at my level I could afford to pay for a health insurance policy. Period. And I would need it. So, yeah, no. That's a whole other thing. Right. Okay. So enough ranting about my business. Let's actually get started on cake. What did I do with the recipe? Oh, I actually taped it. Oh, you guys, one of the good things about wrapping Christmas presents is that I found my tape. I ran out of tape. It took me 2 years, but I ran out of tape in the one little tape dispenser that I was using. And so I had to like go into the wrapping paper box and find more tape. And as it turns out, I had 2 more rolls of tape. So now I can tape my recipes up here on the thing like I was doing before instead of having to like juggle them, which is amazing. Gareki asks, what's health insurance? Baffled in Australian. Yes. And thank goodness for that. Vic says, I got curious about it when I'm talking with the kids the other day. Walking to school, we Googled Lego to see who owned it. Well, turns out Lego is family owned as well. Interesting. I did not know that. Brigitte says, hello, I'm Brigitte from Baked Goods Mutual Insurance Family. I would like to offer you cake insurance. Oh my God. Ash says, let's stop ranting about your small business while you go back to your other small business that is hosted on a platform owned by a giant business. Here for all of it. Hi, Merry fucking Christmas, Leah. Yes, that's that was kind of where I was at for the last month or so. That's about right. I don't know. There's something maybe it was yesterday. I can't say that I'm better, right? Like, are we ever better? Are we ever really better when we struggle with like things like anxiety and depression? I don't know. Maybe we're not ever well, but we could maybe be better. And I feel I'm a little bit better. Anyway, I yesterday during Dr. Andy and Super Liz's open house stream, they decided to play a spontaneous game of Power Wash Simulator, and I was like, "Can I play?" And Dr. Andy was like, sure, and like sent me the code. And so I power washed things with Dr. Andy and Super Liz for, I don't know, it was like an hour and a half yesterday. And I was just kind of like, okay, so actually, not everything is terrible because this is pretty great. Like, I wasn't even talking to them. I wasn't even on the stream. I was literally just like virtually occupying the same power washing space. And I was like, this might mean everything is going to be okay. Lassie says they try to support small businesses, but who besides Amazon can you buy probably a car kit? Well, I just held up an Amazon bag. Like, I also shop Amazon. I will admit there are times these leggings that I got that have pockets because I desperately needed more leggings with pockets in them. I got from Amazon because they were on sale. And it is what it is. Where can you get leggings with pockets in them? From a small business? Maybe, but they're not going to be $18. Yeah, so I'm right there with everybody. It's capitalism is a bitch. Brigitte says the transit. We are not talking about transit hot dogs today. I'm not. I refuse. Christmas Eve merriment from your dad. Oh, God. Why are there Pop-Tarts but no Mom Tarts? The bakeryarchy. Dad jokes from my dad. Superlist, this was really nice. It's wonderful. We do that again happily. That was enjoyable. Yes, I enjoyed that too. And I wouldn't even mind being on stream. It was just that yesterday I didn't get dressed. I was still just sitting there, sitting there in my pajamas, or I would have just offered. Because I mean, how hard is it to pop a mic and a camera on, right? Like we're all professional streamers here. The pastryarchy. Oh wait, who said the bakeryarchy? Brigitte says the bakeryarchy. That's also very good, but the pastryarchy is probably better. For a certain qualification of better, that's also a pun, isn't it? Shit. In fact, that's 2 puns. That's Brigitte's pun and my father's pun. You can bean ban them, Grog. It's command bean ban. I borrowed that, aka stole it from Fatalay. In fact, if you could also, while you're bean banning people, give a shout out to Faye, that would be great. I don't know if Faye's streaming today, but if she is and she's streaming at a time when I'm still streaming, then we might raid Faye. Faye was last seen playing King of the Castle, which was on past my bedtime, and so I couldn't watch, but I heard it was a good time. But on Sundays, Faye does a lot of like productivity streaming, like mutual accountability, body doubling, hang out and get things done together and celebrate each other's wins type stream. And it's really nice. Even when I don't speak in that stream, I enjoy hanging out there and watching everybody succeed at all their things. Do I need a Chester pop-up for the banning? I actually, you know what's funny is that I don't know if you were in Vintage's stream. Was it yesterday? No, it wasn't yesterday. It was the day before. Friday? I think it was Friday. Brigitte redeemed a vintage draw me something, and it's not Chester. It's another dog, but Vintage drew a dog. It might be in her Discord. You might have to look and see. It's pretty funny within a certain context. Wouldn't it be Christmas without illuminating woke dad jokes? You're welcome. I suppose that was kind of a woke dad joke, wasn't it? Silenced by the Muffin Man. I don't. Grog says, yes, I know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane. You are the Muffin Man? Time zones are not our friend for lining up with Vintage RPG. Oh, right. That's right, because right now Vintage is that critical hours difference between Dr. Andy being awake and Dr. Andy not being awake. Or at least not being awake in the public world. So yeah, that's true. Usually I'm awake by like 6, so typically I'm at least lurking in Vintage's space until she usually goes offline about 9:30 my time, which is too early for you. Okay, so we've got about 20 minutes before our ad break. We're just gonna stand here and I did say it was gonna be a casual baking stream. I'm casual. I'm in leggings and cashmere, which is I guess casual for me. I mean it's cozy and it's not too hot because it's short sleeved. I don't know. That's so I mean I guess we could get started on this. I guess we should get started on this. Maybe let's see if I can find some olive oil. I feel like I have good olive oil from my mother. My mother left me good olive oil. Yeah, here. I have good olive oil. We should use the good olive oil for the cake. And then cashmere is ruining the steppes of Central Asia, Leah. Yes, but this cashmere came from like 1995, so. It ruined the steppes of Central Asia 30 years ago. Why are you bean banning Ashwinder? Ash says, when does a joke become a dad joke? Is this a joke? Or is this a legitimate question? You're making my favorite cake. I am making your favorite cake. I'm making a blood orange olive oil cake that's not going to be blood orange. It's just going to be regular orange. When the punchline becomes apparent. That is also a pun. I feel like a lot of dad jokes are puns. Am I wrong? Maybe I should just play with my bus some more. It's not as satisfying to roll with a bus when the thing's in the way. I don't think I really need this today anyway. Why don't we just move it? Oh, wait, I might need it. I think I have to cut oranges. Oops. This is going to fall on the floor. Hold on a second. There. We're just going to play with cars instead of doing stream today. Grog is now enjoying this bean ban concept. Oh, it was on Doc's stream yesterday. I was in there for most of the time yesterday. Well, I mean, I don't know. So early, I didn't think I joined up in Doc's stream until like maybe 1. We were playing Fortnite. And I came in about 1, and then I guess we went to bed about. I was mostly just kind of hanging out until like we went to bed at 9. But then of course there's 3 hours after that, so. Mom says, no, I want to scrap the gingerbread I was making and make olive oil cake instead. A special baking lavender. I can do a lavender lemon olive oil cake. That sounds amazing. That sounds delicious. You should definitely do that. Ash says, yeah, dad joke. Okay, yeah, dad jokes are usually puns. They're often great, but hindered by the fact that it's so deliberately set up and forced, but they're still usually great. Oh, you can't. Oh, you're doing a Chester Claus redeem. Oh, did I miss that? Why are these things not showing up? Why are these things? Oh, it was 3 minutes ago. Okay, so that's why. It's weird that it's not showing up in my main chat, though. I mean, it is showing up in my activity feed, but I'm not always looking at that. There must be a setting that they changed, because these are not popping up. That's kind of a problem. The ones from Lumia are, but the ones from Twitch aren't. Because the light redemption showed up. Add a soundbite to every redeem so you don't miss them. Yeah, I should probably do that. You're probably right. You're probably right. Well, thank you. And there's also Brigitte to yell redeem at me. You could hey Leah me. That also works. Ash says, when does the dad joke become a mom joke? Oh dear God. Now what? Okay, but we are gonna do Chester Claus. So if you guys haven't been around this season, our current unicorn name type redemption is what present is Chester Claus bringing me? When the punchline becomes transparent. Oh my God, Ash. It's also a pun. Apparently, we're just doing woke dad jokes today. No one was good. It was not good. It was a dad joke. It's maybe a coach joke. Don't you coach a sport? Because Lassie makes coach jokes too. I'm laughing because otherwise I'm gonna cry. All right, Gorecki, April, Chester Claus is bringing you. Oh. Gorecki, Chester Claus is bringing you a Teddy Ruxpin. I just brought you enjoyment and thus good. Y'all are terrible. My mother found a website that's all mom jokes. Send it to Ashwinder. Right. Would anyone else like to know what Chester Claus is bringing them? Because I can do that right here. Brigitte made me a list of Chester Claus gifts. Ash is like, quote, quadlings. They don't even know SpongeBob or Star Wars, so my opportunities are very limited. Dr. Andy says vintage Teddy Ruxpin are superior to the new ones that they grow on the steppes of Central Asia. Do they still make Teddy Ruxpins? I feel like a vintage Teddy Ruxpin might actually be problematic. That kind of like pull action toy tends not to age well. They tend to like start talking like this. They don't do very well. Like the recordings stop working properly. Although Teddy Ruxpin might have been more sophisticated than that. Did they use cassette tapes or something? I don't remember. Is that going to stop Ash? Of course not. No, because and honest to God, Ash, that actually might be the hallmark of a dad joke. Of absolutely no one getting the joke or finding it funny is potentially the hallmark of a dad joke. And Gorecki will very happily take a Teddy Ruxpin. Yes, I believe you would. Gorecki says you just need to replace the cassette tape in them and they're fine. I see. Teddy Ruxpin wasn't pull action, had the tape player built. Okay, that was it. As soon as I said that, I was like, maybe not. That might be better. Grog says and add subliminal messages. Was that a thing? Did people think Teddy Ruxpin was possessed by Satan? I don't even remember. I know it was one of the hot toys of my childhood, but I don't think I ever had one. My brother may have, but I'm not sure. I don't think so. I don't think either one of us had a Teddy Ruxpin. Dr. Andy says, now I have an idea for a comic strip of Teddy Ruxpin transforming into the Decepticon Soundwave. You're going to have to like share that with Vintage or Pupper or somebody. I can't draw. Wouldn't the Hallmark be the calling card of the dad joker? Wouldn't Hallmark be the calling card of the dad joker? Probably. Robin Williams did a routine on Teddy Ruxpin. Oh, you must kill mommy and daddy. Oh, dear God. I mean, it is kind of one of those, but I unlike some of the other like talking toys, I didn't find Teddy Ruxpin to be particularly sinister. Maybe it was just because I was the right age for them when they came out, or roughly the right age for them when they came out. I don't recall ever really wanting one, but I do recall them being kind of like a thing in the world that was reasonable to want. Yeah. Unlike like Bratz dolls, right? Like I was just way too old for that. So I was just like, okay, whatever. It's just a Barbie, but it's not. So what's the point? Okay. Right. So we have apparently wasted almost an hour. No, apparently we have been chatting for almost an hour, which is fine. I don't have anything else to do today. Do you guys have anything else to do today? Obviously not, because you're here. Give me just a second here. Okay, no, nothing there yet. Jane says, you're keeping me company while I make breakfast. Excellent. What are you having for breakfast? I bet you're not having gingerbread surprise beignets with spiced mocha hot chocolate. And you like me are all the poorer for it. Potato breakfast. Breakfast potatoes and bacon. Okay, well that's pretty good. I mean, honestly, that's pretty good. Oh wait, I'll post a picture of my can I post a picture? I can. Hold on. I can post a picture of my breakfast. I can post a picture of my breakfast to Discord because I took a picture for Brigitte earlier. Look what Grog made me for breakfast. Tomorrow we'll have Bananas Foster waffles. I'm not going to stream that. Nobody wants to watch me make Bananas Foster waffles in my pajamas at 8 o'clock in the morning on Christmas. But this is Leah and Grog's breakfast in the Discord in about 3, 2, 1. I didn't edit the picture or anything. It's just, it was like a quick snapshot from my phone. Ash, does anyone else think pomegranate seeds are corn that's fruit? Corn that's fruit. Pomegranate, I help. Ash says also, I don't just eat pizza and nachos and ice cream, see? Are you eating a pomegranate? I feel like if there are two ends of the food spectrum, pizza, nachos, and ice cream are at one end, and pomegranate is at the other end of the spectrum. In fact, maybe the spectrum is a circle, and that's where they meet. The circle is Ash, with pomegranates, nachos, pizza, and ice cream. Grog says nobody wants to watch Leah make Bananas Foster waffles except the fire department as a precaution. I have a fire extinguisher. I don't need the fire department. And I've never caught Bananas Foster waffles on fire. The only thing I've caught on fire was fried chicken. Ash is capable of some healthy. No, don't mix those. I feel like I saw, I don't, honestly, pomegranates, the only thing I like pomegranates for are like decoration. Like, are you going to pop a couple of pomegranate seeds in my drink? I'm in. But otherwise, I don't like them. I don't think they're worth the effort. I don't really like the flavor. I don't like the fact that they're crunchy. I just don't like them. They're yucky. Like, I mean, if you're going to put them on something, then fine, I'll eat them. But like, I'm never going to buy a pomegranate and like try to take the seeds out of it. It's a pain in the butt. However, I do like pomegranate juice, which is good because I'm pretty sure that features in our drink today. But somebody made like pita chip nachos with pomegranate seeds and other stuff, like Mediterranean nachos. So you could put pomegranate seeds on nachos. Pizza, we might have to have a discussion about that. Pomegranate ice cream? I don't know about that. Maybe sorbet. Pomegranate sorbet would be good. Gareki says I would totally put pomegranate arrows on pizza with ricotta. Yeah, I suppose that would kind of work. Yeah, and sweet balsamic vinegar. Yeah. I mean, I can see it. Ash says I have to remember to buy things before stores close. Yes, you do. Please do that. Please figure out when stores close. In fact, if there are things that you need, if there are places that you may need to go prior to everything being closed pretty much tomorrow, I would suggest that you go do that and stop listening to me yammer about stuff. Ash says I just buy a jar of seeds for upcharge. Yeah. You need to take the healthy when I get the impulse for it. That's fair. Yeah. I would usually just buy like the containers. I've done the whole pomegranate thing a number of times for recipes, and I'm just like, this is never worth it. I hate it. Lassie is going for a lurk. Enjoy your lurk, Lassie. Thanks for stopping by. Dessert is supposed to be fun. No fruit. Apple pie, I guess. Grog says cake. Yes, we're going to make cake. We are going to do that. Ash needs foil for the ham. Jane has to go to the bookstore. See, there are last minute errands. So I can almost at this point promise you that I'm still going to be here when you get back because I haven't even started this cake yet. So if you guys need to lurk, I'll just be here, standing here in my kitchen, not baking anything. Is I think how this is going to go today. And Ash also needs to get a couple of gift cards. Make a list. Check it twice. Everything being closed tomorrow is a drastic inconvenience. Oh wait, did you see mom joke? I don't know that I did. Will you post it again? Jane says my wife just busted out the fudge my dad sent us, so now I'm having a pre-breakfast snack. Okay, so it's pre-breakfast snack, then breakfast of potatoes and bacon, and then what? Ash says, I think my mom is doing mac and cheese this year. Seems odd for Christmas, but whatever. That's good. Mac and cheese is good. Mac and cheese is a delicious thing to eat anytime. And then a nap. Naps are great. Okay, Mom says, what did Adam say on the day before Christmas? I don't know. Wasn't Adam like a long time before Jesus? Or is it a different it's Christmas Eve. That's not even a pun. That's just pain. I don't tempt me, Frodo. All right. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and do our ad break, and then when I come back, I promise you I'm making a cake because it's been an hour. So I'm gonna go ahead and do our ad break. We were just talking about naps, so let's do a Snoozy Chester ad break. We will be back in like 3 minutes, and I promise you cake. So stick around because we're gonna start the baking. I sweet double cake promise. Yeah, I'll see you in a minute. Or 3. And welcome back, friends. Britt, hello. That dog's a unit. He sure is. Hi, good to see you. Welcome in. Sorry you came in on our little ad break, but that our little ad breaks mean that you don't miss anything and nobody gets pre-roll ads. So there we are. Pies is suddenly possessed by an almost overwhelming urge to take a train south to make chicken soup for a puggle and hope he'll let me give him scritches while distracted by the food. Chester does not require food distractions to give scritches. Chester loves scritches. Chester will demand scritches. In fact, if you're not paying proper attention to him, just ask our friend Corey. There was a poll in the chat over the break, whereby y'all determined that Chester was dreaming of licking gingerbread. Chester's never licked a gingerbread to my knowledge. Chester did lick a donut one time though. That earned him almost my eternal enmity. And chat enjoys teasing me about it. Blood orange zest, cake flour, dried orange peel. I started this cake in the hope that inertia would carry me through. So what I did was I took the springform pan, and I put parchment in the bottom of it and oiled the bottom of the parchment. And so that's where we are. I've literally done almost nothing. I'm going to zest some oranges. We're going to zest 2 oranges. The recipe says blood oranges. We're using regular oranges. Actually, I think we might be using Cara oranges. It doesn't really matter. Any kind of orange will do. The blood orange, I don't know. It feels fancy, but I couldn't find them. So, today we're just using regular orange with regular orange zest, and it'll be fine. It will still be delicious. Grog will still get orange cake for Christmas, and everyone will be happy. Chester does not get orange cake for Christmas. Chester gets... Actually, you guys, we found a toy for Chester. Actually, Grog, if you could find the link to the toy that we bought Chester and share it in the chat, that would be hilarious. So we couldn't figure out what to get Chester because ordinarily we get Chester these dragons, and like he already has one. Like he has one that's a relatively new dragon. Our friend Mountain Lassie got him some replacement squeaker squirrels for his squeaker squirrel toy. So he's got that. And then also when we were in New Orleans, we bought him a squeaky alligator. And so he doesn't really need new toys right now. He definitely doesn't need the same toy that we always get him because he just has those. But I saw these online. This dog toy online. And Chester's one of those dogs that destroys toys. And like, that's fine. I'd rather he destroy toys than destroy my shoe. Or for heckin's sake, you guys, yesterday Chester tried to eat a battery. He found one of the rechargeable batteries must have fallen out of the charger and fell on the floor. He tried to eat it. I was like, I had to take a battery away from the dog. He doesn't normally get into crap like that. Normally he just kind of goes with like his regular stuff, but I guess he thought it looked interesting. Spicy, mommy. I don't know. Anyway, so Chester, I took it away from him very, very rapidly, but I was like, what is that noise? What does he have? And I was like, oh yeah, that's not good. Please don't chew that. So it's not going to be here in time for Christmas, but also Chester doesn't care. Got these Terribles toys that are like, you put them together with Velcro, and then when they tear them apart, you just put them back together, which I think is genius. And I'll be reporting back on how well that works. Okay, there. We're doing blood we're 100% doing blood magic. Croc says we even tried H-Mart. Yeah, nobody has blood oranges. It's very bizarre. It should be. I mean, it really honestly should, like, it should be the season for it, but maybe it's a little bit early. I don't know. Brigitte says if you leave oranges out under the blood moon, I think it has the same effect. How do you know if it's a blood moon? Yeah, Chester, what the fuck? Yeah. Is there an ad? There's an ad border. Is this a Twitch? You have a deal. This is Twitch. I don't have a deal. I have no deals. I am a tiny little baby miniature Lilliputian streamer. I have no deals. Yeah, apparently something Twitch is doing. I don't know. Ash says, how new is that? I've been around Twitch more lately, but first time I've seen that. There might be a setting. The whole ad thing is a little bit still new to me. I've been doing them for about a month. This thing where I take breaks during the time when ads run. Yeah, so I've been doing that for about a month. And so there may be a setting to turn them on and off. I don't know. I can look and see whether that's a thing. Jane says the blood moon rises once again. Twitch keeps giving me ads for men's underwear on my main screen. I can't think of very many people for whom that is least relevant. I don't get ads for men's underwear, and I have a men's in my life. Brigitte says Jane's right. The narration is the giveaway. It's a blood moon. I don't understand. Cake flour. A cup of cake flour. Where's my cake flour? Here it is. Let's get a cup of cake flour. Just Zelda things. Okay, I don't know anything about Zelda. Oh wait, isn't it's dangerous out there, take this? Isn't that a Zelda thing? So maybe I know one thing about Zelda. Otherwise, I know nothing about Zelda. Much to my many friends' consternations. I know one Zelda! Amazing. All right, so a cup of cake flour. The dried orange peel. Do I have dried orange peel? It's okay if I don't. Here, I do. Ha! Neat. All right. A teaspoon of dried orange peel. I think I decided to do this because it makes it a little orangier. But if you don't have it, you can also leave it out. But I do have it, so I'm going to put it in. Orangier is better. Betterer. Wild Pokemon hide in tall grass. I don't know anything about Pokemon either. Oh, except for menacing things with leaks is far-fetched. Jane made her potatoes spicy. Spicy potatoes. And honestly, any potatoes. Any potatoes are good. Oh, yeah, and that's Pikachu. And that's a spicy potato, apparently. Xanto says it's a quote from the first Pokemon game of the early people you encounter explaining the mechanics of the game. It's a Liz Tato. Is it honestly a Liz Tato? No, it isn't a Liz Tato, but it is a Liz Tato. For sure. It must be from the same like tool, because it does look a lot like a Liz Tato. It's not a Liz Tato, though. It's a Mary Lou Tato. Is that literally what it says? I think it says Mary Lou Tato. Where did my cursor go? My cursor must be in the living room. That's very inconvenient. I don't know. Whatever. I can't find it. Who cares? Hopefully I don't have to do anything with OBS. Hola, Mini Des. Hi. You probably can't hear me. Your mom probably has headphones on, so I'm waving. Hi. I'm making cake. What are you doing? How's your Christmas Eve? Mom joke number 2. What is every elf's favorite type of music? Ash says rapping music. That's very good. If that's right, I'm impressed. Rap! Yeah, it's a Mary Lou Tater. There we go. That's what it's. Oh, May Lou Tater. I see. I don't know who that is. But it does look like Super Liz. Super Liz occasionally gets turned into a potato. When Super Liz is a potato, that's what she looks like. Right. Okay. So I pulsed it in the thingy. In a large bowl, beat the egg yolks. Yeah, see, I don't do it this way. I should really fix this recipe because I don't do it this way. Oops. I also at some point need to do something about the cords in this room. I honest to God, I need professional help. I mean, for a lot of things, but like, I honest to God, I think I need to hire a contractor or something. The cords in this house are completely out of control. And I don't know what to do about it, and I can't fix it. I tried, and now things are falling off the ceiling, and it's causing me a lot of anxiety. So I just need it to like be fixed. Maybe that's what we should do in the new year. That should be my New Year's resolution. Hire a fucking contractor to fix the 150 feet of fiber cable running through my living room. Okay. I need a bowl. I need probably multiple bowls. Yeah, I need multiple bowls. I need bowls upon bowls, and I need eggs. 5 of them. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. She ran away. It's a quiet Christmas Eve here as all the adults are sick. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Does that include you? Does that include you as a sick? I hope not. Although you did say you were feeling a little under the weather and that's why you didn't have stream. I don't have anywhere to put these eggs. Oh, Jane says she's one of my best friends and my unbiological sister. The dancing potato comes in handy sometimes. I mean, when wouldn't a dancing potato come in handy, honestly? It does include me even fighting a cough. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I also zested these oranges. I'm a little concerned about orange oil, so I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. Because we're about to whip some egg whites. So we have options for egg whites. We can do fast and loud or slow and quiet. I think I'm going to opt for fast and loud today. So apologies. I'm going to use the hand mixer. I am going to separate eggs though first. Hold on. Let me move this over here so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. There. Fast and loud, it's really not that bad. Yeah, you guys have heard me say this before. Or maybe not that specific thing. Because it occurred to me as I was saying it that was kind of an interesting way of phrasing that whole situation. But that's what happens here. Yeah, so I'm separating eggs. We don't want yolks in our whites because they won't whip properly. So we're just... The other thing that I used to do at the bakery is just sort of like crack a whole bunch of eggs into a bowl and then separate out the yolks, but that's like super dangerous. Our eggs at the bakery were better than the eggs that I get at the grocery store in terms of like yolk integrity. Also, there's an eggshell in there. Lovely. And then I only need, I think I need 5 whites and 4 yolks. Is that right? 4 whites and 5 yolks. Okay, I'm glad I looked at that. So 4 whites and 5 yolks. What are we going to do with the other egg white? Such a bizarre instruction. have to reach across the camera here. I'm sure we can just... I don't know what we're having tomorrow. Oh, wait, I do know what we're having tomorrow. I did say we're having Bananas Foster waffles. Maybe I could just throw the... Oh, more eggshell. Okay, you know what? Oh, that was dumb. Number one, that was really dumb. And now there's egg yolk in my thing. What the hell? Leah, wake up. That is a problem. Because that was the only, like, basically the only egg yolk that broke. Hopefully that's good enough. Yeah, I think that's going to be okay. All right. This should be fine. Put these over here. JRK's Leah likes fast and loud, ayo. Yes. Thank you. Musical Fake Court. I have a new name, Parker. And also I miss you. I only see you in passing anymore. Yeah, I've seen you in Churney streams a few times. Sorry, I should probably not talk while I'm trying to do this. But Parker, hi, hello. All right, those are good. I'm gonna add our sugar. I need a 1/4 cup. Grog says I have an AFK of Lego Fortnite running. I'm just lying in bed in Fortnite. Let's specify. Cuddle team leader will occasionally walk up and stare at me. It's kind of creepy. Cuddle team leader is, no joke, the creepiest Fortnite skin. There's like friggin' Krampus in Fortnite, and Cuddle team leader is the one that I find most distressing. In fact, maybe one of my moderators could put a picture of Cuddle team leader in Discord for people who've never seen Cuddle team leader. Cuddle team leader is distressing. Parker says, I love that shirt. It's the loveliest shade of blue. Thank you. It's also very soft. It's cashmere. It's very soft. And like cowl neck thing. Mom says, do you think I can soak coconut sugar for white sugar in an olive oil cake without ruining it? Yes. There shouldn't be any reason why that wouldn't work. Goreki says, are you an actual bed, Grog? Is Cuddle team leader really Chester? No and no. No, it isn't. Yeah, it is. It's very soft and very comfy. And the only thing about like wearing like sweaters in the kitchen is that it gets too hot in here with the oven on and the lights on. I mean, you guys probably can't tell, but there's a crap ton of lights on in here. Like studio lighting. And so it gets really hot in here. And so when I wear sweaters, I'm like, I hate my life. I hate everything because I can't take it off because of the mic. So I have to take a break and de-wire myself, take the thing off, put the mic back on. It's just a whole horrible thing. So this is like the one time in my life when short sleeve sweaters are actually practical. All right, so we're adding sugar a little bit at a time. You weren't kidding. You really did abandon your gingerbread and make olive oil cake. I thought you were joking. I found a recipe for Liebkuchen that I thought looked promising. and I almost abandoned this for that, but I think I might just do that next year. Not like as a Christmas dessert, but like as an alternative to Christmas cookies. I just sprayed myself with white. Right. I'm just looking for soft peaks here, which is I think where we're at. Actually, that's stiff peaks, but it's fine. They are close enough to soft that they are sufficient for our purposes. Okay. Now, the nice thing about having done the egg whites first is I don't have to wash the beaters before I do the egg yolks, making me the smartest person in the universe today. Except for like not wearing an apron. That was not that bright, but whatever, it's fine. Okay. Oh, okay, here we are. Grog says, although Chester will stare at me sometimes when he wants to be let under the covers, it is actually very funny. So typically what happens is Grog gets up about 4:45 in the morning to go to work. Or like to start getting ready for work. So a lot of the time, like Chester will wake up at 4 a.m. and like stand on the bed between us and like stare at one of us like this. You watch. You wake up and you're like, there's a dog in my face. And then you lift up the covers and he goes into the covers and he's very happy. But otherwise he'll just sit there and stare at you like a creepy stalker dog. You love my hair? Did you get cut? I did like 2 weeks ago, but it's not that different. I don't know. So here's the thing. My hair behaves way better in the winter than it does in the summer. And whenever there's any kind of humidity, it just kind of goes. And so now, I have new hair, but mostly it's just not that it's not summer. And also I've got new little clippy things that are holding it better, so that might be why too. Cake is in fact a serious matter. I joke about cake all the time. But that's just kind of my life. Okay, beat together yolks and half a cup of sugar with an electric mixer on high speed until thick and pale. About 3 minutes. Okay. So let me get a what do you call it? This thing. Spatula. Not a disco spatula, just a regular spatula. Okay. And the white sugar, which is going to go here. 1, 2. Using a 1/4 cup. Okay. Right. Set that aside and beat this guy. Parker says half a cup is a conservative measurement. It's too small an amount. What, of sugar? Jane says apparently I need to cook more because the doggo and kitten are being so nice to each other in the kitchen. Oh, are they not normally nice to each other? Yeah, this cake it isn't terribly sweet, which I kind of like about it. But it also has orange juice in it, and you sprinkle sugar over the top. So it's got 3/4 of a cup of sugar in it, and a cup of flour. So, like, I think I've made this cake before twice on stream. All right, that hasn't been 3 minutes, but that's done. And I'm tired of listening to it. So, Parker says, yes, I love sugar and salt and oil, but vinegar will literally kill me. Then I suggest you not have any vinegar. Small Bear Bean is making carrot and vegan steak. Excellent. Yay, yay cooking. Yay feeding oneself. Good job. Jane says the doggo isn't nice to the kitten. We're working on it and it's getting better. Okay, good. Well, right now they're supervised and distracted. Probably. So maybe you're right. Maybe supervision and distraction is the key. Okay. Now what are we doing? Add a cup of olive oil and 2 tablespoons of orange juice. Okay. I bought fresh orange juice for this. Fancy fucking orange juice. Here it is. And then 3/4 of a cup of olive oil. So, let's grab tablespoons. Here. I don't have one, so we're going to use half tablespoons, but that's fine. And then 3/4 of a cup of olive oil is going to go in here. Right. We'll use the nice olive oil for this. 3/4 of a cup. Actually, before I finish pouring this, let me just double check. Because sometimes I have orange olive oil. And if I have orange olive oil, I might use that. Crushed mandarin orange olive oil. Let's do it. Because then we can maybe use up this bottle, which would be very exciting because there's not that much left. In fact, there's a very tiny amount left. Teeny tiny amount. I can't believe that's been in the cabinet just like that, with that tiny amount of olive oil in it. Okay. You were right. You were right, Grog. That's definitely worth digging out. Okay. Jane said, oh wait, Parker says vinegar's in so many things and not always on the label. Oh no. Well, that's a problem. You would think if that could actually kill someone that people would be more, aggressive about, you know, making sure that that was correct. Right, so I'm also going to add the orange juice to this. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I have a half tablespoon instead of a tablespoon. Jane says, Luna's protective of my wife and the couch. It's an entire thing. The kitten isn't phased, though, so Luna's learning to get over it. Well, that's good. That's a good situation, then. Parker is a real fey creature, confirmed. Yes. No capes, Brigitte. Who wouldn't behave for bacon? Yes. Oh, no. Kitty had surgery on Thursday. She had a cone of shame. Parker says they said vinegar, not iron. Yeah, so cast iron is okay, just no vinegar. 10 to 14 days. Poor kitty. You said kitten, so was she fixed? Did the kitty get fixed? All right. We're making orange mayonnaise, apparently. All right, so now we should be good. Mix until combined. Stir in the flour mixture by hand. Fine. We can do that. Zest is a little bit wet, so get that out. All right. She was fixed. That's good. That's a good thing. It's good to fix the kitty. Even indoor kitties can get out, so that's good. Still, cone of shame for 10 to 14 days is no fun. I don't recall Chester being in a cone of shame for quite that long. But maybe it's just my memory that's faulty. Or maybe it's just different for boy dogs than it is for girl cats. All right, so that's all incorporated. And then the egg whites, fold a third of the egg whites into the egg yolk mixture to lighten it. So about like that much. We're going to try not to deflate the egg whites too much while getting them incorporated. And then the rest of the egg whites. Right? Remaining egg whites. Yes. And so basically what I'm just trying to do is pull the heavier batter off the bottom of the bowl, and fold it over the egg whites, to get it all incorporated. You don't want to just like beat the hell out of it because the egg whites are what's giving this cake its structure. Because there's no other leaveners in it. But we also don't want any streaks of egg white, because that will make the cake crack. And it's okay if it cracks, because it's just for me and Grog, and so who cares? But we want to do the best we can. All right. That looks pretty good. I don't see any active streaks of egg white. So I think we're done. I preheated the oven. Okay. Let me just check. Oh gosh. Okay. Jane says I told her if she can keep her mouth off it, she doesn't have to wear it, but she won't keep her mouth off it. I see. Salty, hi. Shark, how are you? Good to see you. It's slightly less internal for a male. That makes sense. Grog says they fixed him before we picked him up. It was a condition for adopting him. That's true. Monsters Inc. Monsters Inc. What are we Monsters Inking? I made Dr. Andy laugh yesterday. I always enjoy it when I make Dr. Andy laugh. There was a backpack. And so Super Liz was playing Disney's Dreamlight Valley, and there was a backpack in the shop that was like a little blue monster with straps on it. And I said, who would skin a monster to make a backpack? And Dr. Andy laughed, and that made me laugh because Dr. Andy's a funny guy, and making him laugh is always a nice thing. Salty says having female cats fixed is a whole thing. The last male we had done, the vet did it in her bathroom at home. Oh my god. Jane says we fostered our old pupper before we adopted him. He didn't wear the cone when he was fixed, but he also left his incisions alone like a good baby. Aw. Artificially Catherine. Hello, hi, and welcome. Welcome to here. I am in the process of making an orange olive oil cake and trying not to get distracted by my chat too much. How are you? Are you celebrating anything at the moment, or are you just here hanging out for the good vibes? Ash says you said Incorporated. I thought of Monsters Inc., which is a great movie. My brain is in a really weird place today, like exceptionally so. Hey, we accept your brain in all of its weird places, Ash. I think you're terrific. And so however weird you want to be here, you're all good. Ash says they made a sequel series on Disney Plus, Monsters at Work. It was pretty damn good, but I don't know if anyone watched. I don't know that I have Disney Plus right now. How can I put this in a way that's not actually offensive? Because the word that I wanted to use was not great. I indiscriminately subscribe and cancel my streaming services. So at any given time, I'm never quite sure which one I'm actually subscribed to. I try to only keep like 2 at a time. In addition to Amazon Prime, which we always have because we pay for Amazon Prime. Jane says us be distracting. We would never. Well, at least it's not like the times when you guys decide to do 300 puns in one stream. That is extremely distracting because I have to keep running back there to push the button. But like this is fine. This is like a normal level of distraction. It's not an extreme level of distraction. Salty says we gave him the injection and we sat and had a cup of tea until he keeled over, which took 2 additional shots. He's evidently very resistant. She took him to the bathroom and we were on our way in minutes. Amazing. So how do you watch Star Wars? I don't. I am not a Star Wars. I'm not a Star Trek either. Grog is a little bit of both. More of a Star Wars than a Star Trek, but I don't really watch television. I watch Twitch. That's kind of my entertainment. I watch other people play Fortnite for fun when I'm not watching my friends. Or, yeah. Or playing Fortnite myself. I should have probably double checked that I got all these ingredients before actually pouring this into the pan, just because y'all are actually distracting. But I didn't do that, so we're going to do that now before I put it in the oven. Also, the last time I used this cake pan, it fell on the floor, so I'm gonna leave it right where it is. Okay, so olive oil, zested oranges, orange juice, cake flour, orange peel, egg yolks, egg whites. There's supposed to be half a teaspoon of salt in it, but fine. 3/4. It will survive. And then a tablespoon and a half of granulated sugar that we're going to sprinkle on top. Pour batter into prepared pan, gently tap to release the air bubbles. Amazing. Sprinkle with the remaining 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. All right, let's do that. Artificially, Catherine says I'm kind of existing. Due to my grandmother and her husband apparently insisting on going out to eat for Christmas, Mom, Dad, and I are all having Christmas dinner tonight without them. You know what? Families are complicated. And congratulations to you for finding something that will work for you and for everyone else. That's a win. So you're winning at life today. Existing is great. Sometimes that's the best we can do. And I'm glad you found us today, so that we can exist with you for a little while. I did kind of a bad job of that, but we'll just put a little more on. It's Christmas. And as Parker said, this cake doesn't have nearly enough sugar in it. So we'll just do that. We'll add a little extra. A little extra half tablespoon of sugar at Christmas. Okay. Let's put this in here. And then our oven is already preheated. Amazing. Bake until puffed and golden, 35 to 45 minutes. All right. It will almost certainly not be done in 35 minutes, but that's what we're going to set the timer for so that we can check it. Okay, now, dishes in sink so that we can set up for whatever our next thing is going to be. Oop! Wipe up all the orange juice and egg whites. Okay. Ash says, yeah, I don't really watch TV either, except Star Wars. Yeah, I don't. So the only thing we've watched recently, and we're not great about doing it, is Castlevania. There's a new season of Castlevania. And every once in a while, Brigitte's like, should we watch the rest of Castlevania? And I'm like, yeah, we should. And then we don't do it. Catherine says, if they don't want a nice homemade Christmas dinner with us like we usually do every year, that's their problem. It is indeed their problem. You are correct about that. Jane says they'll try to keep puns to a minimum, but it's a difficult undertaking. Ugh. Jane. Lassie says I should go. Bye. Have a great something, Lassie. Your Christmas dinner sounds amazing. I hope you have a lovely season if I don't see you. And thanks for stopping by. Bye. Yeah, more sugar. What a tragedy. And then Ash understands. You guys are terrible. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. It's good to meet you. Okay. We have just long enough and 2 oranges that need to be juiced. Grog, do you want to juice some oranges and do something with them? Don't juice one of the oranges. I'm not juicing any oranges. I'm inviting you to come juice oranges. Do you not want to juice oranges? Why are we juicing oranges? You can set up the mulled cider. Fantastic idea. Can you do that in 11 minutes and 59 seconds? I think you can. You can drag it out. All right, cool. All right, let me go ahead and set up for a little grog with grog segment. I'm gonna bring my husband in here, who is our resident bartender. Although this is gonna be not an alcoholic cocktail. We're making non-alcoholic cocktails and make lunch too. Lunch is good. I don't know that we'll have time for you to both make lunch and do cider before our break, but you can do lunch on the break. Right. So let's switch over some mics. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. So our sound is going to be a little poorer for a little bit. How long does it take to toast bagels? I don't know, but I'll give you a hint that typically when I look at how long a recipe is going to take to bake, I double it when I'm on when I'm on stream. because because people are distracting. Are you ready? You want to come in? Because I'm ready when you are. You'll start the bagels then. All right, fair. I'm gonna get some water and go sit on the couch for a little bit. He came in here and then he wandered away. Where did he go?
I recycled the empty
Oh, okay.
bottle. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. As previously announced, my name is Grognard Gourmand. I am the dishwasher. Thankfully, there's not too many dishes today. I am the dog wrangler. The dog is asleep, so that just leaves bartending. So today, I'm going to do one of our traditional holiday treats around here, which is mulled cider. Now, going to start off with an orange. And what we typically do, and I'm sure you all have seen this before, is just take a bunch of cloves and basically stab the orange with the cloves. Longtime viewers will get the stab joke. For those who don't, just stick around for the next raid video and you will get the joke. Just start off, like I say, the cloves are mainly to add flavor and also to allow the apple cider to draw some orange juice and flavor out of the orange. Let's see, what have we got here? From our former, my shirt. Melech Haliki, Mele Haliki Maka. Mary, as Bing Crosby would say, that's Hawaii's way of saying Merry Christmas to you. Yes, this is from a sadly now defunct tiki bar that used to be in downtown DC. The pandemic really hit their customer base hard, and I mean, I liked the place, but from where we live, it was easily, depending on traffic, an hour and a half drive. And the parking issues, and it was just rough. And then a couple of very good Thai restaurants with an excellent staff of bartenders opened up in another part of Northern Virginia, which is very, very much easier for us to get to, and that sadly kind of stopped our going to Archipelago, and evidently a lot of other people had that same problem, and they unfortunately went out of business. We love Thai too, and these restaurants, Jane, they have, I forced when Leah's fire mom and such were here, I basically forced them to take me there for my birthday. I wouldn't consider any other option. The drinks are great and the food is incredible, which was another big advantage they had over Archipelago, because Archipelago was, the food was okay, but it was basically bar food. And, you know, it's just a lot. The food where we were going now is just a lot better. Yeah, pricey bar food too. All right, we have the orange, I should say, thoroughly skewered with cloves. And now add that to the pot. Do we have cinnamon sticks, or do we just have cinnamon powder now?
Probably. I'll look in the thing.
All right. So I can work around it if we don't have cinnamon sticks. I have a plan. All right. Apple in pot. Pot on stove.
It's not an apple.
Orange. Why am I saying apple? Because it's apple cider. That's probably why I'm fixated on apple. And we just...
We have star anise and whole nutmegs.
Maybe...
But we might... Hold on. This is not ideal.
I have a plan.
I may have them.
I have a plan for the...
Yeah, there's...
Oh, perfect. Okay, then I don't have to do that.
Probably just...
Yeah. All right.
Do you want a star anise for it too?
Yeah, please. All right. So, cinnamon sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4. The apple cider and the orange. Oh, I should probably turn on the heat too. That would probably help.
How many?
Just 2. Sorry to make you get up.
Fine.
There we go. Toss those in. Heat is on, and then just let it sit and simmer for however long it takes to warm up.
By the way, I was right. We do have orange blossom water. I could have added it to that recipe. I just didn't realize it was in the box.
It'll be fine. So, and then once it warms up, we will serve it in these lovely Beach Bum Berry Sipping Santa mugs, complete with, you can't really see it, but they're dancing reindeer. And I, of course, will be adding, well, let's see, there's all kinds of options here. We could add a splash of bourbon. Actually, for mine, I was planning on adding a splash of blood orange liqueur. I tried that with some, quick and dirty cider we made a couple of weeks ago, and that was really good. Let's see, catching up on the... Oh yeah, we have blood orange liqueur. I will go fetch it. Called Salerno. Just got this a couple of years ago, actually, at the local liquor store. But it is indeed blood orange liqueur, as advertised. Yes, and it's a very, very good. Oh, yes, lunch, bagels.
We have an ad break in town.
Oh. Sorry, I was just informed that we now have an ad break coming in.
All right, so you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and do the ad break a little early. I'm gonna let Grog go ahead and put together our lunch, and then I will snack on lunch, and maybe then we'll put together the Lego while we wait for the cake to bake, because I kind of want to play with these dinosaurs. So maybe during the break, y'all could vote on whether you want me to make a Tyrannosaurus Rex, a Triceratops, or a Pterodactyl, potentially. Then we can choose between the Lego Creator version that we attempt today. So let's go ahead and run the ad break a little early. There's 3 minutes of ads. That helps keep the channel ad free for everyone, so nobody misses anything. And we'll be right back. Yum. This sounds delicious. Gareki says, I have been very good today, Leah. Yes, Gareki, you have been a very good girl. Behave. Behave harder. You didn't quite pin that reference down?
Yeah! Let it out! Let the disco happen!
500 puns, babies. It's a pun party. A pun tea. I'm sorry. Can we just turn off the camera for a minute? I have a moment alone with my burger. I'm definitely doing this again. I had no idea what gave it that distinctive flavor was the grilled mustard. So, our friend Santa Quinn has this ridiculous jump scare redeem where the guy says, you almost made me drop my croissant. Okay, Grog will do it, but I'm not gonna.
Drop my croissant!
That actually jump scared me. I hate you. In fact, you should probably clip that for Santa. So Nether says, you know what happens when in Clue or Cluedo, depending on territory, you've correctly proved that it's not the yellow character? I don't know, Nether.
They got the mustard.
Nether, you're a genius. That was so good. That was so good. I should just end stream now. Nothing I say is going to be better than that. Person to send me more condiment packets is getting banned. Do not do it. Do you see my face? My face is utterly serious. No more condiment packets. There. All right, I'm gonna set this aside. Because I forgot to preheat the oven. Because that's how we are today. Oh shit. Look! And we're back. Temporarily. So Grog is currently making our lunch. And I'll be back as soon as we have food to eat. And y'all should vote in the poll for which Lego build for the dinosaurs, which are a T-Rex, a Triceratops, or a pterodactyl. I don't care that a pterodactyl is not a dinosaur. According to Lego, it's a dinosaur. Also, Corey has redeemed Treat Leah. I'm going to treat myself to lunch. Is that okay, Corey? Also, Shark Corey, hi.
Corey,
right.
I'm working on it.
I'll be right back.
Yes, Corey, I am indeed working on it. You said only lightly toasted, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, you're getting a behind-the-scenes peek at how things typically work around here. We usually have a fairly simple lunch. She is going to be having a bagel and cream cheese. I'm just going to content myself with some toast, and we're both going to get a generous handful of fresh grapes. and some pita crackers. Okay, Corey just woke up getting conscious. Well, welcome to consciousness. Oh, it's a tie. It's a tie between a T-Rex and a Triceratops. Well, I didn't get a chance to vote, so you want me to be the tiebreaker?
Yeah.
Triceratops.
Okay.
Triceratops was my favorite dinosaur when I was a kid. So Triceratops it will be. Aha, there we go. Now, Leah likes to have her bagels a little bit cooled off before we put the cream cheese on them. She does not like melty cream cheese. Let's see. Yeah, strawberry. Strawberry will do just fine. We have fresh made cream cheese from the local bagel shop. Oh yeah, she is very, very picky about bagels. Ah, Chef John, hello, welcome. Hope you don't mind. I am just very briefly filling in for Leah while I make lunch. The kitchen will be back in the hands of the professional in just a few more minutes. All right. Yeah, close enough. Deal with you in a second. Cream cheese with bacon on top and a sesame bagel. Well, actually, this morning we had bagels and bacon and sunny side up eggs and and spinach, and she had cheese. I of course did not. Grecky's nipping out to the corner store. Safe trip. Go. It's done. Quick wipe of the hands. Evil dairy product cross-contamination. I've never felt such a menace emanating from a seemingly innocent statement. There's something going on there. I'm just going to leave it right where it is. All right. Give the mulled cider another quick stir. All right. We've got the grapes. We've got the bagels. Quickly. Add the pita chips. And deliver Leah's lunch. Finish out my lunch, and then I will go back to hiding in the corner and moderating. Right. Beans on toast is. Oh, what did Brigitte do now? You should know better than to make comments like that. All right. Yeah, Gorecki, I don't know what Leah is getting suspicious about, and I'm just the substitute short order chef, so I am not getting involved. Whatever, just pictures. All right. Yeah, yes, Gorecki. That is always the yeah, yes, ma'am. That is always the recommended answer to any question or query to Leah. All right. So I am almost done here. So I will move the dino pack out here for Leah to have access to when she gets back. We're looking at another 10 minutes on the cake, though, like she said, it will probably be a few more minutes past that, given past performance. And there is lunch. All right, I will turn things back over to you.
Hi. Hi. Bye.
Bye.
Yum.
Yep.
You can smell the anise. All right. First of all, I believe we have no geek here to remind us to change the mics. We have to remember to do that ourselves. That should be good. That should be good. Awesome. Change the mics. Thank you, Grog. I appreciate that. Or something. I'm going to put these over here. So silly. Right. How do I do this? I'm going to move us from food and drink to just chatting. And we're going to add and Lego to the stream title. Because we have time. And I want to put together another Lego set. These Lego sets have been bringing me a tremendous amount of joy, you guys. Was it Thursday I put together this one? So, Thursday I put together this one. Is bus. Oops. And then Katie, aka Seabells, used my throne wish list to send me this one, whereby we can make a pterodactyl, a triceratops, or a tyrannosaurus rex. And so I'm gonna do that because it's my channel and I have OBS and y'all can't stop me. I mean, you could leave, but honestly, who doesn't like Legos? I mean, there's probably people who don't like Legos. Probably parents who have stepped on a Lego at 3 a.m. don't like Legos. Actually, this, I have a plan for this. I'm gonna keep this. We're going to carefully open this box. I feel like these boxes are intended to be like ripped to shreds. And trying to open them carefully is kind of futile. Unauthorized use of steak knife incoming. Do as I say, not as I do. Don't try this at home. What the hell? This is like... Oh, I see what's going on here. I see. You know what? This is actually kind of ingenious. I just wish they didn't, like, seal it quite so aggressively. Because it looks like opening this would create a handy-dandy little Lego-containing tray if one is careful about not ripping the box. Look at that! I love that. Brigitte says, great work with the Lego bus. Thank you. It didn't even take that long. I'm not exactly a speedy Lego builder, but that one was pretty simple. Jean says, I really, really, really hope I get the Lego I asked for Christmas. Which Lego did you ask for? If you are willing to say. This one does not appear to be a specific Jurassic Park set. However, okay. They do make them. And I would be lying if I wasn't very tempted by particularly the visitor center Jurassic Park build. It has a Velociraptor, which I think are pretty great, and a T-Rex, and like the visitor center like opens up so that you can like see the inside. It has like hinges on it, I think. And it was really cool, but I bought the bus instead because the bus was $12 and the Jurassic Park visitor center was like $100. And I was like, do I really need to spend $100 on Legos? Probably not. The Lego succulents, I think, are on my throne wish list. I think those are on my throne wish list. I think that's what's on there. There's also a Batman set. Brigitte says, fun fact, most of the dinosaurs in these kits are from the Lego Zoic. Zanto says there's a lot of good Legos these days. There are a lot of good Legos these days. They figured out they're targeting their no-age chat demographic. They sure have. Because a lot of these things are appropriate to people my age, as opposed to people ages 7 to 12. What is this? What is this little thing? They're excited about their new packaging. All right, that's cool. I'm glad they're excited about their new packaging. Um, Edgar says, yes, help justify my Sesame Street Lego purchase. You should totally get a Sesame Street Lego. I love that. Do they also make Mr. Rogers Legos? Because Mr. Rogers Legos would be bomb. Blink says the answer to do I really need to spend insert dollar amount on Legos is always yes. Also, hello, Blink. Merry Christmas. How are you? It's good to see you. Grog says somewhere in my various external hard drives is an old rule set for using Legos for miniature wargaming. Mom says it's like holiday movies, something for the kiddos and something for the parents. Yes. Oh, you did. And it rocks. All right. Go. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad I didn't have to justify it for you and that you managed to justify it for yourself. You're very self-sufficient, Grecki. All right. Right. So we pulled the chat during the break. And during the break, chat decided that I think I'm just going to throw this away because I'm going to end up putting the other ones, whatever's left over, in a Ziploc bag. I don't remember what I was talking about. Honest to God. I started a sentence and now I don't remember how I needed to finish that sentence, but I give up. It's fine. Poll decided to tie Triceratops and T-Rex. And Grog decided T-Rex. What? Oh, Grog, you said... I'm pretty sure you said T-Rex, but...
I meant Triceratops.
Okay. Okay, he said T-Rex, but he meant Triceratops. So we're going to make the Triceratops. Because it was tied, and Grog wrote the tie. That's a cake. Oh, he said Triceratops? So I just misheard it. That's not quite done yet, but it's closer to being done than I would have expected. So it's good that we checked. I'm going to set this for 5 more minutes. All right. Triceratops, here we come. Here are our instructions. Here are our Lego pieces. What was the poll? Which dinosaur to build? Because this is a 3-in-1 creator set. You can make either a Triceratops or a T-Rex or a pterodactyl, which Brigitte says is not a dinosaur, but I don't care. All right. I'm sad Abby's not here. Abby, I think, would enjoy this one. I haven't really figured out how to do this in an elegant way. I don't know what any of these pieces are called. So I call them things like doohickeys. It kind of bothers me, as I know there are people who are very, very serious about Legos. And the cool thing about being serious about Legos is that they probably would actually know what all the different kinds of pieces are called. And so I think it would be cool to know what all the different pieces are called, but I don't. And so if I feel like if I continue to build Legos routinely on stream, I probably need to learn what the pieces are called. Lego bricks. Doohickey is a very technical term. It's not a technical term. Okay. That one legitimately made me laugh, Ash. Blink says, I mean, a pterodactyl isn't a dinosaur, so I have to side with Brigitte on this one. Imagine that. There must be pigs flying. Is a flying pig not a dinosaur? Ash is not just one hickey, but doohickeys. Oh my god. Superliz doesn't remember everything, but I'm here to assist with your Lego vocabulary if desired. Oh, that's right. I do. I have an expert. I do. So I probably do have a person who could tell me what these things are called. But this is what I'm saying. Like, each of these kind of pieces, like, this one may not have a technical term. It seems to be like a thing that allows the Lego pieces to pivot, but I don't know. But like these ones, right? Like these ones, the little skinny ones. These, come on, please do the makeup YouTuber thing. This is just seriously not working. I can't get it into focus, but whatever. Like they probably all have like actual names, right? That's my point. Like I feel like the pieces just have probably actual names, and so I kind of want to know what the names are. My dad says that Triceratops was a good call because they like olive oil cake the best, and he knows that because he was there. So my father is apparently prehistoric. Did I get a doohickey separator? I do not have a doohickey separator. I have not been gifted nor gifted myself a Lego set large enough to have it come with a doohickey separator. Blink thinks flying pigs classify as a cryptid. You're probably right. And yes, this is my actual mother. Blink. My actual, on purpose, honest to goodness mother. Right, so now I need a green little flat one. This one here. And then I need another little angled one. I watched our friend Paul STL put together Legos today, and I was just a little bit jealous, which is why I was like, you know what? I want to put together Legos today too. Which is actually, honestly, the reason that I went live, because I didn't want to do it without being live, because Katie was sweet enough to gift me the set. And I don't think Katie would have cared had I just put it together off stream, but that looks done. So, there is our cake. Yum. I'll push it this way a little bit so you can actually see it. And I can turn off the oven because we're done with that for the time being. All right. Oh God. All right, I don't know what the oven's doing, but we're gonna leave it alone for a while to rethink its life choices. Gareki says hello, honest goodest Leah mother. Any baby pictures to share? I actually don't have any problems sharing baby pictures. I don't care. I think it's probably fine. Maybe not naked baby pictures. Maybe we'll avoid that. But other than that, I don't care. Okay. Wait. Wait, stop talking. Xantos is actually being helpful. I mean, it's not rare for Xantos to be helpful. Xantos is actually a very helpful person. But the rest of you need to stop talking. Okay, Xantos says the basic Lego term is brick, and dimensions for the tall pieces, plates with dimensions for the flat pieces. Okay, so the dimensions. Got it. Grok says granted Paul STL was doing the Millennium Falcon. Yeah, okay, so the one I showed was a 4x1 brick. Neat! Okay, cool. All right, this is good. But what are the little flat ones called then? So like this isn't a 4, this is a 4x2, but it's not tall. It's, how do you distinguish this one from, I don't actually have any in this set, but like one that looks like this that's taller. You don't think you got the name right? I think it's just Paul STL. Yeah, with no underscore. Yeah. Yep. Xantos says everything else does have names you can find for them in the part picker for the store, but generally it doesn't really matter. Oh, okay. So people aren't like snobby about this, about like not getting the names for things right. How has Brigitte arranged for a doohickey separator? Okay, a plate, a 4x2 plate. Okay. So it's just a 4x2 brick or a 4x2 plate. I have learned a thing. Oh, I feel so good. This is great. What are you doing? Oh, were they ready?
Yep.
Jane's calling that one Bob then. Okay, so if for everyone else, this is a 4x2 brick and this is a 4x2 plate, but for Jane this one's called Bob. Mom says I don't think I have any naked baby pictures of Leah. I think ahead. I assume there would be a time when they would not be cute. Fair. Okay. I think in general I was probably a fairly cute child. I think there are probably pictures from my teen years that I would prefer not to have publicly widely shared on the internet, but like, whatever. We can negotiate that. All right, so there's these two little rampy pieces and these two little ball pieces. And little 2x1 plates. Look at me. Look at me knowing things. This is amazing. And another one with a little ball on the end. This one. A 4x2 bob. Yes, a 4x2 bob, precisely. Oh my god. Yes, you can post them in Discord. The smooth no pit plates are called flats. Okay, so this one. That one. Flat. 4x1 flat. I like this. This is great. Oh god, Leah, teen pictures are a step too far. None of us need our little dork selves on blast like that. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so, right. Next. This is like an actual assemblage. Oh my god, this requires an engineering degree. Help. Okay, so I have this thing. And then I have this thing. And then I guess this thing. And it goes with the pips up. And this goes in the middle. And then we thread this thing through all of the other pieces. Like that. God, I hope that's how I'm supposed to do that, because otherwise that's never fucking coming out. Okay. So that goes here. That doesn't seem right. No, that's not right. I've done something wrong already. Oh wait, no, maybe that is right. No, maybe that is right. Okay. So now I need another one. Yeah, I really hope they never want me to take that apart, because that's never coming apart. Where's the other little gray piece like that? Oh, here. Okay, right. So Brigitte has redeemed a random Grogopedia entry. Y'all are allowed to make suggestions as to the contents of your Grogopedia entry, but Grog will be the ultimate arbiter of whether he would like to look up whatever you've asked for on Wikipedia or whether he would like to look up something else. So don't get too attached to your suggestion for your Grogopedia entry. Okay, so Xandro says, yep, angled or round plates are often size and a descriptor. 3x3 plate, quarter circle. Okay. Mom says, sometimes after I get my olive oil cake in the oven, Twitch watching is a little distracting. That's fair. Brigitte says, I have a watercolor portrait of my teenage years. The daguerreotype hadn't been invented yet. Oh my God. Or 6x2 plate, degree 9, a 9-degree angle, I assume? I don't know. Oh, wow. That's very technical. And Blink loves a reference to obscure photography processes. All right. So, the Wikipedia entry that Grog has decided to provide for us is, Lego is a line of plastic construction toys manufactured by the Lego Group, a privately held company based in Billund, Denmark. Lego consists of various colored interlocking plastic bricks made of acrylonitrile butadiene styrene that accompany an array of gears, figurines called minifigurines, and various other parts. Its pieces can be assembled and connected in many ways to construct objects, including vehicles, buildings, and working robots. I'm not making a robot dinosaur. I'm just making a dinosaur. Okay, so now I have a 1x1 angled brick that's going to go on top of this piece and also this piece. Oops. Please. Also, I think Grog just came and got cider. Did Grog also pour me cider? No. Rude. And then a 1x2 plate. Here and here. None of these work shy robots, no. Good capitalist working robots. All right. 1x4 bricks, 2 of them, go here and here. I love how you can just follow the step-by-step instructions and suddenly it makes a dinosaur. It's amazing. Thank you. I was just teasing you, you realize. And then a ball piece and another 1x2 green plate go together. That looks like the kind of thing that would require a brick separator to get apart. Do you see what I'm saying? Please. There we go. And that goes here. And then we have some more smooth pieces. So this one clearly goes like that. Wait. Goes like this. And then this one clearly goes like this. I don't really understand what we're doing here, but I'm going to take their word for it. And apparently we set this piece aside and start on something else. So here is this guy, a 4x2 plate, plus this one with the ball on the end, and it goes here. And then 3 dark green 1x2 plates here, here, and here, whereby this one goes here, that one goes there, and this one goes here. The Goosh have arrived. Excellent. Who are you going to throw it at first? And which ones did you get? Put a picture in Discord. Grog says the blood orange liqueur adds a nice touch, I think. I didn't add anything to yours though, Leah. Thank you. I don't think I want liqueur at the moment, but maybe after stream. Mom says this is most unlike Grog. He's very considerate. See, he came and got her cider before I could even type that. Yes, he did. He's very nice. I also could have gotten my own, as I am actually literally standing right here in the kitchen. Okay. But he is very nice. He takes very good care of me. It's true. This one is clearly different than that one. This one has like a vertical grippy thing. I need one with a horizontal grippy thing. There. That piece. Little grippy thing. What can you see? And then 2 smooth angled pieces that go here and here. And then we have this piece, and we need one with a little grippy thing on the end. A little horizontal grippy thing, is that right? Yes. And a 1x1 plate. And another angled smooth plate thing. And then this attaches to the ball. So presumably this moves. Oh, it does. This is so cool. Moving Legos are so cool. It's like my bus. I was so tickled by the fact that the bus rolls. I can't even tell you. I love that. I didn't know that it would, and it does, and I'm very excited about it. Ooh. Okay. So then we have this piece and this piece, which, wait. Did I not get that right? I did not get that right. Crap. See, this is why I need a brick separator. Because I didn't get that right. This is not supposed to be a vertical thingy. This is supposed to be a horizontal thingy. If you don't have a brick separator, how do you get these things apart? I got it. So actually, I don't need a vertical one. I need another horizontal one. So this one. Also, Firebot would like to remind us that we should have water if we haven't had water recently, or some other hydrating beverage. If you're supposed to take your meds and you haven't yet had your meds today, now's a good time to take your meds. I recommend you go take your meds, or go get them if you're going to have to take them soon. And if you've been sitting at the computer for a while and you could use a little stretch, have a little stretch. In fact, I'm going to have a little stretch, because even though I'm standing in the kitchen, I still have a tendency to slouch a little bit. And I'm still a little bit sore from bar on Friday. Right between my shoulder blades, like very top of my shoulder blades. Weird place to be sore. Okay, so now we attach this to that. Nice. Now the little 2x6 plate and a 1x2 brick goes here. And then, what? Oh, so then we have this one, which is also horizontal, that goes here. And then we have super weird pieces that look like fins. So we take the super weird fin piece, and the super weird fin piece goes like this, and gets attached here. And then presumably we get another one for the other side, right? Yeah, we just do another one for the other side. The question is it supposed to be angled like that? Yes, the angle goes towards the skinny end. Okay, got it. I feel like this isn't quite advanced Lego building, but this set feels more like intermediate Lego building than the other ones have. I just dropped a picture and they described the pile of koosh balls. Oh my god, I love it. Okay, and then this one, then I need the other angled piece, and the other angled piece goes like this. Okay. Pop that onto the thing. It looks like a dinosaur. It looks like an airplane or a Star Wars fighter, but green. Looks more like an airplane than it does like a dinosaur. But we're getting there. Okay. I need one of these and two of these and one of these. And when we put this together, we put, this is angled like, this one's angled like this, and we put this on top of it, and then we put this on top of this, and then we put, these must be different, this on top of this. Oh, like that. But how are we attaching this? Oh, to here. Oh, okay. Wow. Interesting. Okay. And then we do it again, but on the other side. Okay. Mom says, are you sure you're not building the pterodactyl? Maybe it's like embryos. They all look alike until a certain point in their development. Potentially. It's beginning to look like a lot like a dino. Is it really? Okay. I'm going to take your guys' word for it. All right, so we now need two more of these, which I suspect we need two different ones. And these are all the same. Like that. And then we need another, this piece. And another, this piece. And we're going to take this one that's angled this way, right? Yeah, this way. And we're going to put this one here. And we're going to put this one here. And then we're going to put this one on top of it. Which is not right. We need this one. They have to be angled in the same direction. And then this one goes here. Oh, I see. So that the bottom, like, so the pieces that are, like, not pretty and smooth go towards the center of this thing. Okay. Now, head. We need, well, this is just all the little pieces that we're gonna need, I guess. Right, let's just do this in order. So we're gonna take this 2x4 plate and turn it upside down. And we're gonna give it, I assume these are little teeths. Oh no, they're little ridges. They're not teeths. And a 1x4 plate. This is gonna be a dinosaur before we know it. We're gonna like look up one day and it's gonna be a dinosaur. Oh, that doesn't have stickies on it. That doesn't work. Okay. And then we're going to take two little green ones with little, is it a little bar? Is that what that is? I guess it's a little bar in between. It must be. Because I don't have any of the other pieces like that. Okay. We're going to turn this right side up. And the little bar is going to stick out over the end. Okay. Everywhere I roar. Thank you for understanding me. Oh, it's beginning to look a lot like Dino. Everywhere I roar. There you go. Sorry, I totally missed that. But luckily Brigitte picked up on it. This is what I love about hanging out with you guys. Okay. So then I have these two little things. All these little like arm pieces are what's making this feel like intermediate Lego building. Like all of these pieces like move and have a little personality of their own. And a 2x4 brick or 2x2 brick. And then these pieces that are going to have to be like this. Of course, or is it? Beginning to look a lot like Rexmas. Oh my god. Jane says, reminds me of when I was bored and depressed at the start of the pandemic, so I rewrote Disney songs. We all developed such interesting hobbies during the pandemic. Mine was obsessively playing Stardew Valley. Okay, so here is a 1x2 with another little weird fastener piece on it that I don't know where that's going, but I'm sure it will be explained to us. And then a red piece goes here. And then another horizontal grabby piece goes here. And then we're going to get this little cylinder and this little round globe. And we're going to put the little round globe in the cylinder. Did I do that right? Presumably I did that right. Or it wouldn't have worked. Okay. Yeah, these are all a little bit stupid proof. I kind of love that. Okay, so then there's... This goes in this end. Like so. And now we need another 1x2 plate that's going to go here. And two little headlights, because on the bus they were headlights. Goes here. Oops. Don't want to drop that on the floor. We'll never find that again. Not on our vaguely orange kitchen floor. And then... Is it this? I guess it's this. This here. And this here. And then another two little tiny rampy parts. Okay. Corey says, Elf business complete. Doing a quick grocery run with you in my ears is heck yeah. Love that. Night Captain Andrews says, my job at the time was essential and I've always avoided people. The pandemic didn't disrupt me at all. Well, you are very lucky then. I definitely felt quite disrupted. Shit, I just talked about not dropping these on the floor and I just dropped one on the floor. Hold on a second. Aha! Here. Actually, that wasn't so bad. Ugh. Okay. I didn't do that right. It's supposed to go this way. Luckily, it's easy to just kind of swivel them around. It's like it's Christmas and I'm playing with toys. I love this. Okay. There's that. And now we have this piece that's going to go like what? Like this? That's amazing. It's amazing how this stuff just fits together. Okay, 1x2 plate. Also, hi, Night Captain Andrew. How are you? It's good to see you. Nice to have you here. Okay. We made a cake, by the way. It's back there. Now we're making Legos. All right. So, smooth piece that goes here. And then a smooth piece that goes here. And then a round piece that goes... Oh, that doesn't seem right. I feel like I must have missed a piece. Because those are not even. Oh, I did. I missed a piece. Okay. So, I need one 1x2 brick that goes here. I think I saw that it said 1 and didn't see that it said 2. So, there. Cool. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, Corey says, but turning keyboard off. Millie is too manic today to be trusted. No cat chat from Corey's channel. So sad. Indeed, so sad. All right, so I put the round piece and the smooth piece here, and now we need a little tusk. There should be a little tusk here. Got a little tusk. The little tusk is going to go right here in the middle. Nice. Now, that piece goes aside. So we have a 2x6 plate. And we're going to get 2 gray pieces. This one and this one. Put them in the middle. Like this. And then these 2 pieces with the little grabby arms. And put these to either side of those. And then more little wing pieces. And then we're gonna get 2 of these. And the roundy part goes toward the fat end. So here. And then we flip it over. And we put more teeths. Teeth. 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 They're not teeths. I know they're not teeths, but they look like teeths. Teeth. Okay, Jane says, I gotta run, but it's been so great hanging out with you today. I hope you have an amazing Christmas, and I'll talk to you soon. Lots of love. Thank you so much, Jean. I hope you also have an amazing Christmas. I hope all of your errands go smoothly, and you have a great rest of your day, and a great day tomorrow if I don't talk to you. Merry Christmas. Okay, so now flip it back over, and these tusks go here and here. This is amazing. All right. And then these somehow go like this. Look, it's a dino head. It's an actual triceratops head. Look at it. It looks so good. Amazing. Grog says for those who have an interest. No. Grog, that's just in Lego Fortnite. That's just your personal Lego Fortnite server. It does look very cool. It looks very cool. Wait, do the tusks have different holes in them? I don't think they do. I think some of them just have holes in them and some of them don't, which is okay. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't appear that, like, you can do ones that don't have holes in the side. It is what it is. Okay. Right. And then that's the tail. And these are legs. So the little legs go down like this. And the little legs go down like this. And then we attach this to that. And it's a dinosaur! It's a dinosaur! Wait, look. Okay, so it's a dinosaur. And look, its little head goes up and down. And a little bit side to side. So it says yes. And it says no. And the little leggies move. Little leggies move. Like all around. That's kind of an unnatural angle for a dino leggy, but whatever, it's fine. And then the tail. The tail also moves. So we can angle it at any angle that we want. This is so cool. Look how fun that is. You guys can't even see it. Dirtle, hi. Dirtle says my client would like to know about the edibility of that Lego set. Dirtle, I should have called you last night. We have had a slight issue with your client and regarding the edibility of certain items. Do you think that you could have a discussion with him about the relative edibility of rechargeable batteries. Can we please discuss this? Can we come to some sort of agreement on not eating rechargeable batteries? Does there need to be extra treats or something? More toys? Because I'd really like to negotiate a settlement here. Oh, and we have an advertising break coming in soon. In fact, why don't we go ahead and do that now? And I'll find some other better way of showing off the Lego Dino. While you know what? I have a scene for that. Okay. I do. I have a scene for that. So we can do that after the ad break. Right. So let's go ahead and run that now. I will be back very shortly. After this break, we'll show off the dino and the cake in appropriate fashion, and then I think we'll probably find somebody to raid. That's what I think. So I will see you guys in just a little bit. All right. Thank you for that. Thank you for your patience with our okay, what the hell is going on here with the food cam? Let's see if we can. That's a little bit better. Let me just not show off my empty lunch plate there. Okay, so I have an alternate scene here for food cam purposes. Give me a second there we go. It's still kind of crooked, but whatever. Okay, so you guys, here's the dino. Here's our Triceratops. I just threw all the rest of the stuff back in the box. See? Just like stuff back in the box. But look at him. He's so cute. His little head moves. And the little tail moves. And the little feet move. It's so adorable. I love it. It works better on its side, at least for here. But, so there we go. There's the Triceratops. Thank you again so much to Katie, aka Seabells, for this little Lego set. I love it. And I can't wait to, at some point, if Brigitte is correct, and there are brick separators to be had in the universe, then I can acquire one and maybe we can get this thing apart, so that we can maybe put together a pterodactyl and a triceratops. Oh no, and a T-Rex at some point. Or maybe I just take a deep breath and get myself the the Jurassic Park Visitor Center. Oh my god, you guys, it's terrible. Durdle says, I had a similar incident once when looking after a friend's dog. Had to take some medication, left the package sitting on the table for a couple seconds, and the dog immediately started munching on it. Doggy, no. Right, I'm going to go ahead and switch back to just chatting here for a bit. Yeah, so this is like a better, I don't know why the food cam is so dark. I've got to like fix the gain on it, I think. But yeah, it's so cute. I just love this. I love the way the head moves, especially. Like, I don't know. It's super adorable. So this week we made a Triceratops and a bus, and they're approximately the same size. Is that true? Is that to scale? Is the Triceratops and the bus, is that about right? Also, I'm drinking the cider that Grog poured for me, and it's delicious. I really like the star anise in it. It gives it just a little bit extra that it doesn't get from the cinnamon and the cloves. Right. But what I promised, okay. So they were big, but not that big. So not as big as a bus, as big as a car. Maybe in Jurassic Park, I feel like they're about as big as a car, about the size of an SUV. Okay, cool. Like a big SUV or like our SUV? Our SUV is tiny. Big as a family van. I have a minivan. My business has a minivan. That's what I have. Our SUV, a big SUV. Y'all are providing me with conflicting dinosaur information here. I don't think either one of you are to be trusted. Well, one of you is a pet lawyer, and the other one is I don't know. Neither one of you are paleontologists, so I don't have to listen to either one of you. I think a Triceratops was as big as a bus. Add that tail to a minivan, and you have yourself a Triceratops. Should we add a tail to our minivan, Grog? Could we make one out of Lego? A minivan for taking Chester and his mates to soccer games. Yes, you're right. It is actually of no end of amusement to me that I actually literally went out and bought a minivan. No, the reason that I bought it is that Chrysler Dodge products, the large vans, all have this feature where you literally like push two buttons and all of the seats, the front seats, the back seats, all of the seats collapse into the floor that basically turn it into a cargo van. And that's what I use it for. But it's not as large as a cargo van. And also it has seats in it for when you do need to drive Chester and all of his mates to soccer games. Precisely. Durdle says, fun fact, Triceratops means three-horned face. Well, it has three horns. It's right there on its face. Do you see the three horns on its face? Grog says Triceratops is one of the most recognizable of all dinosaurs and the best known Ceratopsian. Ceratopsian. It was also one of the largest, up to 8 to 9 meters, 26 to 30 feet long, and 5 to 9 metric tons, 5.5 to 9.9 short tons in body mass. Can't believe you didn't get a Canyonero. What the hell's a Canyonero? What's with your weird Australian cars? Is that a weird Australian car? Brigitte says Triceratops means I have written some atrocious Dragon Age Inquisition fanfic. 8 to 9 meters is a big SUV. It is a very big SUV, and it's also much larger than our SUV. My SUV, it's not 30 feet. That's for damn sure. It might be half of that. What were the other dinos in your set? Yeah, a pterodactyl and a T-Rex. But Brigitte says a pterodactyl isn't a dinosaur. So this is the pterodactyl. But it uses some of the same parts, so you have to take it apart and then put it back together. So there's a pterodactyl and then also a T-Rex. Do you see the T-Rex? Tyrannosaurus Rex. Rower. Gareki says Simpsons references don't land. Noted. I'll post it in Discord for reference. You can make all of the references you want. If it has a reference to a pop culture thing, I'm probably not going to get it. Someone else in chat will get it. Everyone will laugh. And then you can post things in Discord for my delectation later. I also think I might go ahead and enable this media share thing, because I had a little chat with my lawyer about it. Not my animal lawyer, my actual lawyer. No, I don't mean my lawyer. I mean my mother, who did not give me legal advice because I am not her client. And thus, but I have decided of my own accord that this is sufficient for my purposes, and I'm going to do it anyway. So Brigitte says pterodactyl also means, oh, wait. Dirtle says, because I also know that means pteros equals wing, dactylos equals finger, so pterodactyl is wing finger. Dirtle, maybe you are a paleontologist. You're not, I thought you were going to be a different kind of P-word doctor, but maybe you are a doctor of paleontology. Brigitte says pterodactyl also means I learned something horrific. I don't get it. Are you going to explain it? You guys, all I want to do is raid out. Do you not want me to raid out? Should we go back there and play Hades or something? No, I'm ready. I'm done. I've been standing in my kitchen for an unplanned 3 hours. So I've made the cake and I've made the dinosaur, and so I think I'm done. I think I'm done for the day. Terror and didactic smash up. Oh, a terror didactical. Wow. Okay. Right. So first of all, thank you to all of my moderators, including Grognard Gourmand. Thank you for making both my lunch and this delicious cider. I can't wait to have more, which looks like an option given that there's still more in the pan. And doing the dishes. To Des Dabbles, thank you for hopping in during my highly unplanned Christmas Eve stream. I appreciate it. I'm sorry you're feeling poorly. I don't believe Des is streaming tomorrow because tomorrow is in fact Christmas. But if you come back on Wednesday, you will potentially get to see Des play either God of War Ragnarok or Dark Souls 1, both of which she is exceptionally good at. And it's fun to hang out over there. So drop her a follow. Brigitte, who I don't believe is probably going to be streaming in the next couple of weeks, but for notifications on when she goes live, you should follow her for the future. And last but not least, Dr. Andy 23, who is in fact streaming tomorrow. Excuse me. I'm just gonna cough. Sorry. Who is in fact streaming tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So terrific for you people in Europe, because that's like going to be like 3:30 in the afternoon. And by then you're probably going to be tired of your families. No, I'm kidding. Or am I? Right. But yeah, Dr. Andy's going to be live tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. I think probably I will go live. I'm sorry, only moderators and VIPs can shout at Brigitte. Dirtle. I'm actually kind of surprised that you don't have enough channel points to become a VIP in this channel. If I'm honest. But thank you, Grog, for shouting at Brigitte for Turtle. I'm not sure why we're shouting at Brigitte, but it's evergreen. Like this dinosaur. Um yes, Turtle, you can shout at Brigitte. Congratulations. Grox, this is never too far out of my way to yell at Brigitte. My low-tech little joke makes me laugh every time. It's so low-tech and it makes me laugh so much. Right. What was I saying? Right. So tomorrow, at some point, in the late morning / early afternoon, I do intend to go live. Maybe 11:30, noon, 12:30. I'm not sure when. Well, around then, because I have a plan to make gingerbread ham. What is that? I don't know. Come here tomorrow and find out. This might be terrible. It might be great. I guess we'll find out. On Christmas together, at least for a little while. My plan is just to do the ham, get the ham in the oven, and then peace out and enjoy the rest of my afternoon. But y'all are welcome to come join me at some point after perhaps watching Dr. Andy stream in the morning, and then take off for your own holiday celebrations if you do that, and the rest of your Monday if you don't. Okay, Durdles, is the thing about my channel points is I spent a lot of them on Chester treats before I started saving up. Okay, fair. Right, fair. But now that there are no Chester treats, or at least no Chester treats except on Thursdays or Fridays. Now it's Fridays. And I haven't been doing Friday streams because, depression and anxiety and busyness. Then we've hopefully maybe enabled Durdle to save up some more channel points. Mom says the cake is in the oven. On to onion soup. I don't think it's ruined, Brigitte. My mom just makes onion soup every year at Christmas Eve, which is a tradition that I also enjoy, but the onion soup is not as good without the Swiss cheese to grate on the top. And when you don't have Swiss cheese to put on the top because your husband is lactose intolerant, it's not nearly as satisfying. So we don't do that anymore. Right. So tomorrow's stream. Today, socials. Right. Let's do socials. So we do have I do have other places on the internet where I occasionally hang out. Instagram, where I posted the picture of that delicious looking cherry pie that I made for that thing. And Threads, which is mostly pictures from Instagram, but is occasionally retweeted snarky comments about various video games. And Discord, which is the place where I spend the most of my time because Fork Knife lives there. I'm kidding. Actually, Fork Knife lives on Epic's server, but for me, I like to play it with my friends, and so we mostly just hang out on Discord and play Fortnite. So you can follow me in any of those places and see pictures of delicious food and also play Fortnite if that's your thing. And if not, you should join Discord anyway because, reasons. Okay. All right. Okay. So here we go. We are off to raid a person. In fact, we're raiding the person who is in fact the home of the Bean Ban. We sometimes watch unicorns on Discord. We sometimes watch. In fact, we were doing movie nights for a while. We had to cancel one in November, and then I just didn't have the gumption to plan one for December. But we should try. We should do movie nights again because those were really, really fun. Our movie nights were fun, and I would like to continue that. So I agree, Durdle. That's why you people should join. So for potential hypothetical future movie nights, right? So as I said, we are going to go head off to the home of the Bean Ban, and as opposed to the just the rented Bean Ban, which I have here, and see Fatalay. So let's go ahead and set up that raid. You can, if you are subscribed to the channel, copy the second raid message. If you are not subscribed to the channel, you can copy the first message. Both of them work equally well. If you will come over to see Fatal and say hi. Also, if you happen to have any last minute holiday stuffs, or even if you're not holidaying stuffs to get done, Faye is currently playing Virtual Cottage, which is not actually a game. It's more of like a productivity tool. It's like a very chill, cozy screen to hang out and get stuff done with other people too. If you accomplish a thing in the stream, you will be appropriately celebrated, because Faye's great at that, and the rest of Faye's community is great at that. So if you have things that you would like to try to get done today, besides just hanging out and watching me yammer about Legos and cake, and insurance, apparently we spent some time talking about insurance today, then yeah, let's go see Faye. Thank you again, you guys. Merry Christmas Eve if you celebrate. Happy Sunday if you don't. And we will see all of you tomorrow or at some point in the future next week. Love you. Bye.